Hello and welcome back to this playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition with our angry elf Inquisitor. Well, we need to go try to close the breach up there. The Most Holy is dead, and how did she cause the problems? You disagreed with the Conclave? Is that what the deal is?
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the Most Holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark.
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own.
Well, last time I took the mountain path, and I do think the mountain path yields more loot. And certainly more enemies, I think. Pretty sure it's more enemies. But we're gonna go with the soldiers.
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
And besides that, I say we charge, whatever happens, I won't have enough time for your trial. This is our angry elf. Oh, they're shooting arrows up there. There's a whole bunch of archers up there shooting arrows. Oh well. Let's go loot. I'm not going to put the Griffin shield on Cassandra because it screws up cutscenes.
it if we had to get past!
Quickly then!
Oh, what about some loot? Is there any loot to be had? See, there was that spirit essence. I wouldn't have been able to loot that if I hadn't stopped. Because now we go into a cutscene and we're going to just jump off a wall. And I would have missed out on my loot.
As before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoners' doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
Yeah, see, you just jumped down and you wouldn't even got that loot.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Still not clear to me where. I guess it was right in here. Where she walked out of the Fade, I guess. Right in here somewhere. So, or maybe over here. Maybe it was over here. Alright. What do we got? Got new stuff. Yeah, it just messes up cutscenes. I mean, I'd give it to Cassandra if it didn't. Let's give her that. Because of the way it flares out to the right there. I mean, it's a little bit better. But, nah, not going to do it. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And we're not going to be at level 6 for quite a while. Get rid of that. Cassandra, you can have that. Got anything here? Nope. Okay, let's continue on.
Is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Well, we're walking all over it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
Alright, so here's where the explosion occurred. Now, supposedly, Corypheus died in here. And I would think everybody else died in here except for our Inquisitor here. Because she had that anchor, and it popped her into the Fade. Maybe it popped Justinia into the Fade, too. I don't know. But, all those Grey Wardens that were accompanying Corypheus would have died in here as well. So, who was there to pick up the orb? Supposedly, you'd think the orb just dropped right down here. And somebody would have to go in and get it. So, how does Corypheus still have the orb? I don't know.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
How did the elf get in there? Security is not very good at this
were
place.
there. Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Go for it, Cassandra. Slay the demon.
Now!
Oops. No, no, why did you do that, you silly goose?
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Am I doing any damage to this thing?
Disrupt the rift.
Okay, I will. If I can get out of there.
The demon is vulnerable. Now!
I'm not sure I really like this lock-on thing. No, let's get rid of that. I don't like it. Hey! 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 Whoa! 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 Hey! Leave me alone! One of you all has to die. Good. Finally. Soulless barrier would be nice. Barrier. Yes, thank you. Oh, you didn't get me in it. Why didn't you get me? Ouch. Soulless. Soulless. Do a barrier. I saw that one coming. No! Oh shit. We lost our barrier guy. Can we disrupt this Fade Rift? Will that allow me to get Soulless up? Where are you, Soulless? You gotta be right around in here somewhere. There you are. I need some barrier, dude. Get up. No! Leave me alone! Come on, why won't this thing cool off? Cool off! Go away. We've lost Cassandra. It's not good. Soulless! Oh, I lost Soulless too. Oh god. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Oh shit. Couldn't you guys kill this thing? Missed. Help me! Lost my entire crew. That didn't help. Help me! We're not gonna make it, are we? Nope. Yeah, even on normal difficulty, this is like... They just went overboard. And plus, they give you the crappiest fire spell.
Where
I mean, really, and then they give you chain lightning, which isn't going to help at all.
Quickly! Disrupt the rift! Back me up!
Well, but give me somebody else. Solus, where is the Inquisitor?
Quickly! Disrupt the rift! The demon is vulnerable! Now!
Well, at least they didn't give you an electricity staff. Move over here. Alright, Solus.
More coming through the rift!
What do we have to... I guess we have to do that. That's why we're disrupting the rift, to get rid of his guard. Ah, we lost Cassandra. Come on.
Now! Do it!
I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Yeah, I guess, gotta disrupt the rift in that case to get rid of... Why is your arm floating in the air? Get rid of his guard. Because it didn't seem to be going away from our attacks. guard didn't seem to be affected by our attacks.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
What are we getting? Some elf fruit. What's this? Ooh. Oh, very nice. Okay. Nothing else? Alright, let's head up to the Chantry. Hi. Hello? Hello? What are all these people doing?
That's her. That's the herald of Andraste. They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over her.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb her.
Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
It's complicated. We were all frightened after the explosion at the Conclave.
It isn't complicated. Andraste herself blessed her.
Blessings upon you, herald of Andraste.
Right. No. No, I'm no herald. Oh. We're not going to go and loot anything right now.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard she was supposed to close it entirely. Still, it's more than anyone else has done. Demons would have had us otherwise.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
And I'm definitely going to put off reading anything until we get a perk to increase our
To
XP.
be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe she is guilty.
The elf failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
They knew who to follow.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
I think it did once.
you
Yep, it
live.
did. That's right.
A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
I could go either way here.
So you've changed your mind about me?
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
We'll see how this goes.
That is all we ask.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Alright, what are we supposed to do now? Report to Haven's Chantry. Let's do that.
Does it trouble you?
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montellier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Cassandra tells me you have a plan.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Well, let's be honest, they would have censored us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
She's asked for me. You don't think that could be an ambush?
I doubt it. From what I know of her, she's a kind soul, and not the sort to involve herself in violence. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Where's my little thingy? There we go. Alright, let's do some operations. Let's let Clan Lavella know we're okay. I'm going to give this one to Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
And there's a Baron with some complaints. Let's give this one to Cullen.
All right.
And there's somebody holding a memorial for Divine Justinia. And we'll give that one to...
At your service.
Ruffles. Josephine. Alright. Well, that Pride Demon was tough. And I guess we were supposed to disrupt the rift in order to get rid of its guard, which I don't think is the case with any other enemy. That's why I was a little bit confused there. Anyway, that's enough for this episode. Next episode, well, in between, I am going to see about crafting myself some stuff. Should have a golden nug available. So I'm going to craft myself some stuff. And then, in the next episode, we're going to run around Haven and talk to people. So until then, have a nice day.